The thoughts that I had is like, why I really hopped in that car. Like, why would I do this? I didn't want my mom to get upset because my mom wanted the best for me.
Have fun out there. Mile Up crew, wonderful to see you.
Getting in the Mile Up program, I felt I had another chance to do the good things that I want to do. Just make my mom proud.
Let's go, students, run! You got this!
How you getting more energy than me and I'm wasting no time?
Cause like you just throwing street punches.
My name is Pedro. I'm 15. I'm from Kensington and Tioga. Growing up in my house, it was fun. We always enjoy time together and all. We always watch movies and just make sure we always take care of each other and all, stuff like that. Me, like, I'm like the goofiest one. Like, I'm like the funniest one there. And like, me, I like to make people smile. I like to see my family smile and all.
I'm beating you up already.
You're not gonna get up after this.
I had got arrested because I had hopped in a stolen car.
I didn't really know it was a stolen car. Like at first, I had got picked up. I hopped in it, and next thing you know, all that other stuff happened. I was saying a lot in my head. Like, why would I do this? Like, why I really hopped in that car? Why I ain't got out that car? I was like, I want to do this again. I would listen to my mom, like doing the good stuff and all that stuff. Like, I was saying all that, bro.
The day I found out he got arrested, I was mad. I was really mad. I wasn't expecting that from him, because none of my kids don't get locked up. It's just, I guess, the influence with the other people he used to hang out with.
For like, it had broke me down a little because if they go on your record, that could really mess you up. If they build up, you can't do what you want to do in the future.
I was like, oh my God. When he want to get a job, he's not going to get a job because he got a criminal record. You know, like that. That's what's running through my head.
I just feel like I was disappointing my mom for her. Like, I put her down. Cause my mom always say do the best and always do the good things. And I end up doing the bad things.
I messed up.
Getting in the Mile Up program, I was excited because I can drop my keys.
If I'm in this program, I learn from my mistakes. I ain't gonna lie, I like Mile Up. Like running, it keep you out of trouble. It get your brain straight. Like it get you open up your lungs and all, and like think what you want to do in your future. Like this program, it keep you focused on it.
Circle up! 1, 2, 3, 5. So today's route, we're doing 3 miles today. So instead of going to the left, we're going to go to the right. Okay, y'all got it?
Yep.
Students Run Philly Style is a free running program in which we service the youth in Philadelphia. The MILUP program specifically is a diversion program. It's a partnership with the district attorney's office in which all of the students that get referred, instead of them going through the criminal system, they go through our running program. Our running program has certain milestones that students must meet. The first race we call the restitution race. It is typically a 5K race. Once they complete that race, they will get their fees and restitutions paid. The second race for this season is the 10-mile qualifier. After they complete that race, they will get their charges dropped. And then the third milestone is the Philadelphia Half Marathon. After they complete that race, they're going to get their record expunged within 6 months after the program. We get a lot of students who have never set goals in life. They don't, know what that looks like. And so the MILUP program, we come in to help students focus on achieving those goals. It helps to set accountability. It provides a way of direction, a sense of motivation. From the start to where they finish at, they see just a huge difference in self. They have a new sense of self-awareness. I can set goals, I can do hard things, I can go wherever I put my mind to it. And I think diversion helps them achieve that way of thinking. A lot of our students from the MILUP program have made mistakes, and we're here to help them and show them that just because you've made one mistake, that your life is not over. I believe in diversion because you shouldn't be tied down by just a simple mistake, especially when you're as young as 11 years old or 13 years old. You should be able to correct that mistake and be able to move forward with your life. Diversion is a way to show society that that one mistake is not going to determine the outcome of my life. A lot of the students have never seen people wanting to see them win. And that's what the diversion programs are looking to do. It's just to help to see the students achieve and become successful adults in life.
Sometimes it's difficult for young people to understand the impact that having a juvenile record or criminal record can have later on, because they're living in today and they're focused on today. However, it is essential that they understand their actions, because there's a greater impact of jobs, there's a greater impact of low-income housing, of poverty, and other systemic issues that will hurt them if they are in fact adjudicated delinquent. I also know what it feels like to be misunderstood. I was adjudicated delinquent and did not have the opportunity to be diverted out. I had those charges on my record until I was 26. I was denied good job opportunities because my juvenile record hindered me from those opportunities. So I understand the importance of being held accountable, but also having the opportunity to have a second chance. And I know how important it is to have a foundation of love and support. This bottom section here is your triggers. Situations, people, places, and things can trigger us, cause us to become angry, unsettled, sad, whatever word you want to use. Above the iceberg is what we see, but what's beneath the surface is really what is causing the outburst. Does that make sense? I want you to really think about why you become angry. Is there a need not being met? Are you hungry? Is it that you're jealous? This program was created to unmask the things that are holding young people back. So our goal is to work with a young person, allowing them to unveil the pain of what may be holding them back through ways of accountability, social emotional development, social self-regulation, self-control. We're consistently working with them on developing their toolbox of coping skills to help them better understand the underlying thoughts, feelings, and behaviors that contributed to them being in a program, so that if they were faced with the situation again, they can be equipped to navigate it differently.
A year ago, I was 15 and I was getting my hair done and I gave the lady half of the money, or I gave her what I had, and then it ended up getting aggressive, which led me in a mask. I knew that I was wrong, but I didn't know what else to do at that time. What I've learned from being in this program was new coping skills that help me to this day still. And I've also learned to just humble myself sometimes and to pick my battles to fight, because everything doesn't need a fight.
You know what she said to me? She says, do I look different? Do I leave some hair clear? Yeah. I said, especially if your cheeks all rosy. I'm doing better mentally.
I'm proud of her, man. It's like a proud parent moment.
All right, y'all, let's get busy. What's the question I ask y'all every Thursday? Have you been in any trouble? So have you been in any trouble? You ain't been rearrested? That's good. It's a 12-week program. You do 12 weeks with me, you stay out of trouble for 6 months. You get your record expunged. All right, let's break. We'll set the stations up. Go to Mr. North.
Not every youth that steals a car is bad. Not every youth that sells drugs is bad. They may have been living in a bad situation. Some of our people might wake up and don't have food to eat. Some of our people might wake up and don't have parents, so that doesn't justify doing crimes, but our youth is the future. And the reality is our youth, if they are not prepared educationally, mentally, there's something set up for them along the way, and it's called prison. It's called mass incarceration.
Philly has been a tough on crime city for kids for a long time. We lock up more kids in Philly than nearly anywhere else in the country. For 150 years, the research has shown when kids start out in a juvenile detention facility, they are more likely to end up in an adult incarceration facility than if they never went. When we talk to people from across the state, they feel like the solutions that they've been using to try and interrupt kids making bad decisions aren't working. They're watching kids who they sent to a juvenile detention facility become an adult criminal. So people are seeing this system isn't working.
If you talk to psychologists, psychiatrists, teachers, parents, everyone will tell you that teenagers are not just little adults, right? They think differently. They're driven by literally different parts of the brain. Adolescence is a time for people to make mistakes and make bad choices. And our bad choices should not follow us around for the rest of our lives.
Juvenile diversion is a crime-fighting strategy. It takes a kid, it gives them some way to demonstrate to society that they did something wrong and rehabilitate, and it keeps them out of a system that has for far too long trapped them in a cycle of recommitting violence.
When a young person is arrested, they are usually taken to the Juvenile Assessment Center. Every child has an intake conference the business day after their arrest, and the juvenile unit in the district attorney's office has a director of diversion, interviews the child, also speaks with the complaining witness, and based on input from the complaining witness, will make a decision about whether a case is appropriate for diversion.
If they were diverted, we're not going to process you through the court system. But you're gonna do something here to demonstrate to society that you know you did something wrong and to rehabilitate society a bit. And then when you do that, you're free and clear, because now you're going through the rites of passage to get to adulthood, and we're gonna take you there, and you're not gonna have a record.
Most of the students that come through our program are extremely sorry for whatever crimes that they've committed. You might have somebody who was in a stolen car but didn't know that they were in a stolen car. You might have someone who walked inside of an abandoned building and they didn't know that that was off limits and they were arrested that way. For those juveniles who have made petty mistakes, then diversion should be granted for them.
You're taking these inner city kids that have a lot of talents, but it's getting overshadowed by poverty, trauma, anger, things like that. Most of the kids that come into the system are talented, but they just didn't have someone to invest in them the way they should.
The numbers are like 80% of the kids who are given the option to be diverted instead of going through the juvenile detention system, they complete the programming. That tells me, as an adult whose job it is to raise children, they want this. They want structure, they want direction, and they want somebody to pay attention to them. That's okay, it's our job. And because we know that every child we send to a detention facility costs us $300,000 a year. We know every one of those kids is likely to end up as an adult offender. A reduction in reoffense is worth the effort for diversion, which is pennies on the dollar compared to incarceration.
What really brought me to this work is because I saw how diversion can actually change lives. There needs to be programs that actually help them see something different. Because when you see something different, you become something different.
Bring it in, guys. Mile up. Bring it in. Today's your 10-mile qualifier. You are going to be running a route that goes 5 miles down and 5 miles back.
High knees, y'all, high knees. Today we are doing our second race and we're gonna help them get through this milestone so they can get their charges dropped. How you feeling? You all right? It's easy work.
Mile up helps me with my goals for my stamina and like to have that energy to the end. I wanna have that energy to beat the race because you don't wanna lose. If you're not trying, then you're losing. If you put in work, you're winning.
Come on, Pedro, you got it. I'm proud of you.
How you feeling, Pedro? Focus.
The thoughts that was going through my mind, man, I was like, I don't even want to do it no more. But like, I just had to. So I kept on pushing and pushing and pushing, and I just kept on going.
Let's go today! Let's go today!
I just ran 10 miles, I feel good. I didn't think I could get it, but I did it. It felt good. Yeah, it do feel good to accomplish this. I got my charger drop, chilling now.
Pick a table, please. So start with the business name at the top and then go into your why. I think the middle you should just use for like your target audience, your logo and all that stuff. And then maybe the sides, your price list.
Okay, I'm about to help Nova start with
Okay.
I could say being around young women and doing stuff with young women, it helps me a lot. I have social anxiety, but I learned how to cope with that with glitz and glam. Being around a lot of customers, being around a lot of girls, it helps me with that. I've grown a lot. I have a job now. I'm going to the Air Force. Like, it has helped me change my life around a lot.
All right, y'all, got the pizzas ready?
I could have went down a darker path if I kept being with my friends. But now, it's like being in the program, just learn to have patience with people. I learned how to use my words. I learned how to not react the way I used to react. I used to get mad easily and quick because people just know how to press that button that I don't like people pressing. So it's just simple stuff like that I use on my daily basis. I got my scholarship to cut hair, my trade for facility maintenance, then like a month or two after that I get my trade for EMT. So it's just a lot of great stuff I got going on in my belt that I'm happy for, I ain't gonna lie to you.
When I got to the program, I started to look at it as a good thing because it gave me a second chance and an opportunity to just be free. For me to go through this way instead of getting locked up, it made me feel a lot better because I have stuff to lose and I know I wasn't ready to lose everything that fast. I'm most proud of that I could sit here and tell people where I came from and who I am right now and how I improved in a lot of different things.
Shout out everybody for getting up at 5 a.m. and making it to the race.
Yeah.
Shout out everybody.
Shout out Pedro for running the entire
Oh,
way.
yeah, Pedro
At a
too.
very fast pace, Pedro.
Big day, guys. This is a big deal.
Half marathon. I don't know, I'm gonna give up probably when I hit like 10 or something.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the sold-out Philadelphia Half Marathon, completing 13.1 miles.
Good morning, Students Run. We know you've been training so hard for this day, so trust in your training and have a good time.
Runners,
If more young people are getting second chances in life, it's beneficial to the community because they can become a future leader. They can provide insight onto their stories and ultimately just be a beacon of light into whatever community they're going into.
I've seen the expansion of diversion from when I started at the PD to where it is now, and it's grown exponentially. My hope is that it's going to grow even bigger, not only in Philadelphia, but across the state of Pennsylvania.
One of my hopes for Pennsylvania is that if a kid makes the wrong decision and commits an offense, we smartly use tax dollars to put them in a diversion program rather than a prison so that their lives are better. It makes sense from a taxpayer's perspective, from my personal perspective as a citizen who wants to be safe, and from a societal perspective of how we should treat our children.
Amazing job. 13 miles, bro. I'll stop you, bro.
Second chances are necessary, no matter who the individual is. Creating alternative options to allow the most vulnerable citizens to be diverted out is necessary. So proud of you.
Something I learned from Mile Up is always chasing your dreams. I learned if I put the work in, I can do the best for me. Mile Up helped me find myself.